I feel like I was born to be a lesbian girl, but instead I was forced to be a white loser teenage boy. I have a suggestion. Remind me to check in on this person in 3 years, just to see how they're going, just to see if they've made any realizations about themselves yet. You know, just a quick little check-in. This video brought to you by my YouTube members and patrons. Thank you guys. How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another subreddit video. Today we are going to be taking a look at r/eggirl. I don't know if I've ever looked at this subreddit on the channel before. I think I have, but I genuinely cannot remember, so we're gonna look at it anyway. For those of you that don't know, eggirl is basically a subreddit for people questioning things that maybe haven't quite figured out what those things might be yet, you know? People that say things or assume things to be the case, not realizing that a lot of other people don't necessarily feel that way and that could imply something about themselves. Very quickly before we begin, I just wanted to mention that YouTube members and patrons, you guys get an extra video every single week for as low as £1 a month. That equates to about 25p per video. So if that is something that interests you, please do consider joining, as it really helps support the channel. Also, I will be live in 2 hours as of this video going up. Probably, don't hold me to that. It ultimately depends on my shifts at work, because some weeks I finish at midnight, but on the weeks that I don't finish at midnight, I stream every Thursday. So please do come along. I enjoy streaming and I would love to see more of you guys there. Other than that though, let's get into the subreddit, shall we? How it started. Tomboy x femboy. How it's going. Low-key T for T, but neither one wants to admit anything. The pipeline, the true pipeline. You start your relationship in one orientation, you end the relationship in the same orientation, just a little bit reorganized. I wonder what me in 5 years is up to right now. Buddy, you have tits now. Honestly, though, Finster is an absolute icon when it comes to, you know, transitioning and everything, and just like embracing that side of herself. Like, I remember back when Finster first started cross-dressing, and at the time identified as a cisgender male who cross-dresses, and now she is an absolute trans icon, and we love that for her, to be honest. Absolutely love that for her. 2016, I identify as an attack helicopter, versus 2025, waving a trans flag. And yeah, this one hits home, to be honest. Back in 2016, around about maybe 2014, 2015, I made the attack helicopter jokes. I thought those were funny. I'm non-binary. I didn't know that was an option, really, back then. I thought attack helicopter jokes were funny. I thought a lot of things that are not at all true. And I feel like I need to put up a side-by-side of what I looked like at the time, because the art of this person in 2016 in a side-by-side of what I looked like at that age, it's accurate. It's accurate. You ladies just haven't been with a real man yet. He said ladies. I passed. Wait, they said he? I passed. Wait, he said they? You passed. This is just a comic that kept on giving. It kept going and it kept on giving. There's a funny edit to this comic. That's quite funny. I love that. The radical lifestyle of a trans chick. She showers. She gets dressed. She plays video games. She uses the bathroom. Beware the trans chick. So accurate, honestly. If you do any of these things or all of these things, you might be a trans woman. You might be a trans woman. This might be how you find out. If you shower, get dressed, play video games, or use the bathroom, you might be trans. If this is how you find out, I'm sorry, but congratulations on the next step of your life, honestly. I feel like there should be a little extra asterisk though on the she plays video games part, right? Which is she plays Fallout New Vegas, because I don't know how it started. I don't know how it began, but there's definitely a correlation with young boys playing Fallout New Vegas, growing up and not being young boys anymore, very much being fully grown women. There's a correlation there, is all I'm saying. Freak. Years later, they're both big titty goths. I support it, to be honest. I think more people should be prepared to become big titty goths. Honestly, I think the world would be a better place if more people became big titty goth. I'm just saying that, could the world have too many? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm just saying. Welcome to Flight 418, non-stop to Paris. Okay, you know there are male flight attendants. Yeah, but I like the height the heels give me. Honestly, Bugs Bunny cross-dresses quite a lot, right? Like, there's two characters in cartoons that are kind of the first two characters that I think of if I think of cartoons that cross-dress, right? You've got Bugs Bunny and you've got James from Team Rocket, right? It happens a lot. It happens a lot, right? Like, there's clearly something they enjoy about that. And that's great. That's totally valid, to be fair, but it does happen a lot, doesn't it? But honestly, I feel like they pull it off every time, right? They absolutely slay in those outfits. Like, in Editing Blue, bring up the picture of James from Team Rocket in the wedding dress. Honestly, absolutely slays. The pipeline. I wish I was a boy so I could be a gay boy. Oh. Leo just said that's me for real. I do see this quite commonly though. Especially so growing up as well, I definitely saw a few people that were like a young boy being like, I want to be a lesbian, or I am a lesbian, and people be like, no, you're a boy, that just means you like girls, and like, no, I'm a lesbian. And then now, like 15 years later, you know, now that they're fully grown adults, they've transitioned into a beautiful woman, and you're like, yeah, you know what? That tracks. That there were signs. There were for sure signs. Huh. Hey dad, I want to wear girl clothes. Me. Dude, same. Honestly though, they both look really happy in the second picture. Like, both of them look happier, right? For sure. Like, they both look more alive, and like they're getting what they want out of life, right? They both look happier. This is one of those things where I'm like, how could anybody criticize two people for being happier? I don't understand why you wouldn't want people to be happier, you know? These two people in this picture, absolutely happier. I absolutely support people being happier. 2019. You know, I've only been with girls before, but I'm not opposed to being with you. It's weird. There's something about you. Yeah, weird. And I wonder what happened. I wonder what happened to this person later on. Sometimes people see something in you that you don't even realize is there, that they don't even realize what they're seeing in you yet. And a few years later, things develop and you suddenly realize, yeah, that person definitely saw that in me, right? And I feel like in this instance, the person who made this comic, probably trans, right? Probably a trans woman, but they're looking back and they're going, you know, in 2019, someone saw that in me and I didn't even realize it yet. You know, it's interesting that happens, isn't it? It reminds me of, there was a bird. I can't remember what bird it was, but it was sexist. It would bite men and it wouldn't bite women, but it was also trans affirming. Bird's smarter than a lot of humans is what I'm saying. Lost some weight. Mum gave me a cute outfit in my new size. Try it on in my room. Part of it was tight yoga pants. Come back out in what I was wearing before. She looks disappointed. Asks if I didn't like it. No, I like it. It's cute. Just, what's wrong with it? Well, it's just the pants are skin tight and... Oh, Jesus, sorry, I forgot you have a penis. I'll get you a skirt next time. But on the plus side, you know you have a mum that absolutely loves, supports you, and cherishes you if even she affirms you in your identity and affirms, you know, the fact that you are trans by forgetting that you were ever anything else. Like, absolute win, honestly, absolute win. It's tough to find trans spaces that are safe for trans masks. Feels lonely. Wait, male loneliness. Let's go! Finding affirmations in all of the strangest places. Feeling affirmed by experiencing the male loneliness epidemic. I do want to say though, this channel and my Discord are absolutely safe spaces for everybody, right? So if you are a trans mask and you want a community of people that are going to welcome you and not treat you any differently purely because you're a trans mask than they would treat anyone else, then my Discord server and my comments, which I aim to keep as clean as possible, are absolutely a safe place. So I just want to make that very clear that people from all walks of life are absolutely safe to join my community. You know, be ye trans mask, trans femme, non-binary, agender, be ye any sexuality, whatever, right? All people welcome. The only people not welcome are hateful people. We don't tolerate intolerance here. Nobody likes being a girl. It's just something you deal with. Everybody would be a boy if they could. No, I'd never want to be a boy. Is this what it was like, Leo? Were you just like, everybody would be a boy if you could? Wait a second. What? You're telling me that's not how everyone feels? It makes me think of that post it's another classic egg IRL post, to be fair, that was a girl in class that was like, gay marriage shouldn't be legal because if it was, then no women would want to marry men. They'd all naturally just want to marry each other, obviously. But like, human race would die out because no women would want to marry men. And everyone was just there like, do you perhaps have something that you need to figure out about yourself? Perhaps something that you haven't quite come to terms with yet. Funnily enough, not everyone feels that way. Being happy versus fitting into society. Fuck society, okay? Society doesn't matter more than your happiness. If you are most happy wearing a skirt, wear a fucking skirt, okay? The only kinds of people that are gonna have a problem with it, that are gonna criticize you for it or say something against it, are the exact kinds of people you don't need in your life. Life is way too short to not wear a skirt because you're afraid of what people might say. If you're afraid of what someone is going to say, you don't need that person in your life. Life, again, way too short to be filling your life with people that only bring negativity into it. Fill your life with people that bring positivity into it. If someone is going to just be negative about shit, don't have them in your life, okay? You might think that they bring more into your life than they do, but ultimately, it's not going to be a net positive if they're bringing negativity about the way that you dress, okay? Because let's be real, if they're gonna criticize the way you dress, it's not gonna end there, okay? Society is stupid and we should be making more effort to change society. So dress the way that makes you happy, because society's not gonna change if we're all too scared to actually make a change, right? Look at me. I'm wearing fucking medieval garb, armor, and war paint, right? Society can suck my left nut, and maybe my right one if I'm feeling spicy. Will you push this button? 99% chance you gain 1 IQ point. 1% chance of becoming a girl. How trans femmes be. But honestly, alternatively, 99% chance you gain 1 IQ point, or just 1% chance you just swap whichever way you are. I'd take that. I'd be like, yeah, just roll the dice every day. Just be like, who am I gonna be today? Honestly, just get rid of the IQ part. That part, I'll take it or leave it. Just have a 50-50% chance. It's a 50% roll of how you end up, right? I'll take that roll every morning. Sounds like a great way to just try something new every day. Why not? I want a D100 roll where every morning you roll a D100 and depending on what you roll, you're at like a different point on the spectrum, right? So you could be a cisgender man or a cisgender woman depending on what you roll. You could also be a transgender man or a transgender woman. You could be agender. You could be non-binary. You could be anything. Just have this whole ass spectrum. You roll some dice and that's what you end up that day. Fucking love it. But that is where I'm going to end the video, everybody. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you have all enjoyed. If you would like to support me in making more content like this, then I have a Patreon in the description down below. Or equally, you can click on that join button on the channel to support me. Sorry, my mind went blank there. It helps a lot more than you might realize, but by no means should you feel like you have to. I'm going to keep making content regardless. But a huge, massive special thank you to all of the wonderful YouTube members and patrons that do support me. All of your names are up on screen right now. It genuinely helps so much, and it genuinely means so much. So thank you to everybody that does. Other than that though, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Peace out.